I think before I get this installed, I'm going to have to check which channels are which, because whoever made this arse backward DTS professional DTS processor. I mean, really, what the fuck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can only assume, but assuming doesn't really matter, because as long as I do the wiring, you know, which has got to go positive ground. I forget which side on the XLR on the pin. You know, I know when I've got the wiring diagram. The ground, the negative is the lower pin here. I forget which, you know, positive either this side or negative, ground on the other side. Anyway, I've got only wired the two top pins here, positive and ground. You know, it's so arse backward, it doesn't even tell me which is LCR, bloody left's around, left's extra, back's around, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's a glitch in the matrix. Yeah, it doesn't tell me. So I'm going to have to put a signal into it. I have to, I'm thinking also get maybe, I think they do make them. So I'm going to obviously be using the optical. I could use the coaxial, it doesn't really matter, but coaxial is usually a bit noisy. If you've got light switching and turn things on certain off, it could sort of trigger an interference where it will just interrupt with the signal. That's all, because it's electrical signal. Okay, that's all you need to know. Optical won't be effective because it's optical. It's still the same as, you know, it's ones and zeros. That's all it is. It's just ones and 0 bits. As long as that is all it is. That's okay. So I'll use the optical, but I'll look into, okay, a short 0.5 meter optical cables, because the main optical cable coming up from the Pioneer Laserdisc player, so it's coming up here with a coupler that I would connect onto the main optical lead, and then the short lead that goes onto the optical Y splitter that connects in, and then I'll have an optical out, two optical outs, one going onto the back of the Danon, and then one onto the back here. So whether I place the DTS decoder here or place it underneath the CP750. Okay. Let's just have a look. No input valid at the moment because it can't read the bloody display, this bloody stupid phone. It can't, you know, because it's, yeah, it reads it now. Anyway, let's have a look at off axis. It's not too bad, but it's not very legible because the text is very high up and it's not a very good display. I'll just try it a little bit there in the rack. There's no way I'll be able to read it. It's got to go a little bit higher up. What do you think, Bear? Load of rubbish, huh? Yeah. Home cinema's a load of rubbish. Yeah, it's mostly for rich people, you know. They think it's a luxury. I don't know what forums they're hanging around on, but yeah, I can tell you, it's not a luxury anymore. If it is, then I guess mine is luxury. I despise that word. I despise using the name. I despise using the word luxury. So I'm gonna have to shift this equipment down until just about roughly 1 U-frame above the SA10. So I may be able to get one more of those in the rack. because I've got to restore the other below surround channel. That's going to be a very complex bit of wiring to do. I thought the DDS to the CP750 was going to be easy, but it's not due to the channel pin wiring, etc. On the input, so as well as the output. I've got a DTS demo disc up here, so I'm going to get that going through, and I'm going to put some optical lead on the back here. I think I've got a short optical lead somewhere. I think I've got another optical lead lounging around. Connect that up, so then I can channel identify the channels on the back by playing the tracks discreetly, because you've got discrete tracks, you've got all channels, etc., and etc., 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 and bit some music that's very ultra low infrasonic frequency on it as well as some good mid bass and everything else that goes in the mix. So I'll be able to channel ID and then simply put a bit of bloody masking tape on the back so I know what bloody channel's what. Oh, flipping that. I tell you, this is a pig's ear to get a bloody... You got to go through parameters on this just to get the signal lock. You got to go through the parametering to, to assign whether you want coaxial or optical input in use. I'm not sure about that signal to the music I'm hearing. Not sure what's going on there. Just trying to make heads or tails. And I fucking can't stand this fucking retarded fucking Panasonic fucking screensaver. Fuck off. It's not like it's going to burn the fucking OLED to fucking smithereens. Let me just mute the pause. Just make sure I've got... Wait, yeah, it is a DTS lock. It's just making sure, it wasn't reading the kind of white noise effect. You usually hear that on the analog. When left, total, right total. If you haven't got the leads assigned correctly for analog, and the player assigned, otherwise everything's not going to play like a cinema in your home cinema now. Oh, bloody hell, what a dog's dinner. 1,412 kilobyte, 20 bit. Wow. 44 kilohertz. Bloody hell. Only my cats can hear that bloody range. Oh look at the fucking T-Rex. Fucking hell, look at that T-Rex, fucking hell. T-Rex fucking eating. So I'm just trying to make it just doesn't tell me anything on what channel the outputs on the XLRs are. I need to connect a short lead and then connect it into I guess I can make a lead, make a very temporary lead until I can label the back so I know which channel is what. So I rig all this up, everything goes smoothly. But it's going to be a bit of a delay. This is more of a pig's ear to fucking rig this motherfucker up into my system. The CP750 was a little bit easy, even though I think it's a bit arse backward with the rear back surrounds, the 7.1 effect. Because Sony SDDS, the last SDDS movie was Surf's Up. That was 2007. The CP750 was unveiled in 2009. First movie, load of rubbish, Toy Story Part 3. And then the next hyped up load of rubbish, Tron, Megatron, bloody... That rubbish movie with the bloody bloody Limax switching on and off every bloody 10 seconds of a fucking movie's running time. I think a conspiracy. Because I look at the wiring diagram and such, I got to re-fucking configure everything. Because fucking Dolby Labs, they fucking axe away left centre, right centre during the mid-1970s. Must have pissed a lot of people off. Sony revived, bring back SDD, left centre, right centre with SDDS 8 channel. Great, good on Sony. And then, you know, 200 movies of SDDS 8. Okay, it's going to go channel assignment, but this is where I need to, you know, play these tracks specifically, because they'll be assigned for left, centre, rights, left surround, right surround, sub bass, etc., etc. And then I need to check the output. Wondering if I could beat it with checking with a voltmeter. Fucking hell, what is this track? It fucking ends, doesn't it? And it's just fucking silent. DTS technology, music and demonstration setup disc. So it's all speaking on all channel. But I can just jump to the chase. Fucking hell, it's cocksucking Panasonic. Fuck it, I tell you, I hate the fucking Panasonic for a CD fucking player. Fucking hate it. 100 hertz sign. Oh yeah, and the music symbol down there, and then you got this fucking, can't stand it, does my fucking head in. Alright, that's the left channel. Okay. But, which output is it? I ain't the foggiest. Yeah. Which one of these outputs? So I'll figure that out, because no one else can, unless, you know, you own one of these, which I doubt very few people do. Not even the top home cinemas that I've seen on YouTube even have one of these. Yeah. All you got is a bloody Trinnov. And no, this ain't for sale. Now you can beg like a bloody dog. This ain't for sale, right? I'm keeping it. Well, you can make me an offer. Bidding starts at £1,000 UK. Okay? No, I'm going to change that. Bidding starts at 10,000. 10,000. I'm not sure if eBay would allow that. And no, I'm not greedy. It's just extremely damn rare. It's like the Ark of the Covenant. It's a DTS decoder. It's a DTS decoder to listening to God. You want to talk to God? Let's go and meet him together. I got nothing better to do. Bloody hell, it's doing this ass backwards shit again. Everyone that praises this bloody Panasonic that's got their head stuck up their ass. Can't stand this fucking screensaver shit. It is the most crappiest screensaver I've ever fucking seen for a high-end fucking crappy 4K player. Why can't they have something where it can move around, you know? I wouldn't mind that shit, or some, you know, effect that does whirly shit or whatever. I don't give a shit. Anything but that fucking does my fucking head in. God. Fucking hell. Most other bloody you know, equipment I've got professional, yeah, but you know, it tells you what each bloody output is. Like I say, finding a diagram for this is bloody impossible. Dun 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 dun. On the other side, yeah, it does get a little bit warm. It's only warmish. So I'm just debating still whether to put this underneath the CPR 750. At least it'd be I'll be able to just about legibly read the fucking display on it. If I put it down there, there's no way I'm going to be able to read the display. Once the DCX is all programmed in, usually it's just muting and such. That's all I do there for a monitor. Okay, just when I'm just about to figure out this bloody thing. Headphones. Long lead. Connect it to the audio mixer. Just any channel would do. Connect it onto that slider. Bring that fader up. Okay. This is before I get anywhere near. Turn that down. Yeah. Okay, so far no sound. Okay. I need to find a channel. Okay, I can hear pink noise going through on track 14, that's all channel. So I'll just go through, oh gosh, which channel does it start on? Of course I've got a bit of echo going through that because it's on, it's going through the mixer's effects processing. Alright, track 6.
DTS Technology, music demonstration and sound. The following track will assist you in creating an optimal setup and alignment.
Okay, how do I turn the bloody reverb effect off? I don't need to listen to this track because it's only sine wave. Track 7.
Left front.
Oh, left front.
Left front.
Ah, I hear sound on left. Right. So that must be left. Okay, let's take that lead out. No sound there. No sound there. Right. So the first leads, yeah, channel 1 is left. I assume channel 2 will be right, but don't just assume it because it might go the opposite direction. Alright. Alright, we're in action. We're in business. I'm in business. I need some blue, I need some masking and a fucking pen. Yeah, this fucking thing is arse fucking backward. Right channel's over here. So it's not what I assumed. I thought left and right would be there or there, but no, it's way over there. Fucking right channel. Fucking cocksucking. Believe me, I've never seen such an arse backward fucking. Oh. Fucking hell, now I know where that is. Oh, alright, I'll go channel hunting. Correction. Arse backward. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Another cut. Fucking hell. Pain a fucking DTS arse. Overrated shit. Alright, after a little bit more bloody patience with, you know. Left center, left, right. Center's over here. Fucking hell. Impossible bloody thing, isn't it? Impossible. Okay. Since the DTS demo disc was done years before this, I have to assume these would be the left back surround the XD-ES or Matrix ES or ES discrete. So I have to assume that one there is L D S. LBS. Even the DDS Millennium decoder is bloody labelled on the back of it, easily to read, but this is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it doesn't say anything. I kind of assumed these might have been left or right, but it could have been left or right this way, and centre's way over here. Usually it's kept over a little bit closer to the, or you might would have done left, centre, right, you know what I mean. And then LFE, and then left and right surround, and left back, right back surround. But it's all done the other way around, and it's flipping confusing. Well, and it's labelled now, so I know.